What is up, YouTube? My name is Christian, and welcome back to Water My Loans. And welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh my god, I had my suspicions on Monica, but I was hoping it didn't come to this. As you guys remember in the last video, I lost my saves, so I don't think I'm going to be getting those back. So let's just jump right back into it. Hi again, Christian. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha. Monica, you just keep pulling me back into the game. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Here we are again. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the hell happened? Thanks for keeping your promise, Christian. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. It's getting a little overwhelming, to be honest. Um, Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Are you okay? Oh, come on. He deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged back here by Monica. I don't think I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're in the way. I can't. Someone certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Monica! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! I agree. Swiftly defeated Natsuki. Nonika, what the hell is it? Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Christian. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking a book to read? Oh, what is wrong with me? Well, I can't really say no to either. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I wanted to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how can this girl be? How can this girl accidentally be so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Is it just me? Has it always been like this? But is the room tilted a little bit? Oh, shit, it was. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind. Like, I felt like I was, like, hallucinating or something. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the day, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in here? In there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Uh, Sometimes. Manga is one of those things that you can't really admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. So do I. We've been through this one time already. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do that through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Christian. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hand. She shoves the book directly into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features four girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. I don't know how to say it. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She passed the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Line. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin the reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't bothering you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Triple dot question mark? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of it yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those people. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge much less friends who are also into it. I am already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Oh, maybe that's why she was having a bad day the other day. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Line, triple dot. So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, yeah. I flipped the page. Triple dot, triple dot. Oh, that's 5 dots. Pentadot. 5, 6, 7. Hectadot? Heck. I don't know what 9 is. Triple dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. This is new. This didn't happen last time, did it? Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Okay, are you okay? Does Oh my god, even music's distorted. If I go to history, will it... I'm kind of scared to go back now. Okay. Um. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Triple dot. Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it at Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give. Mm. I told you not to give. Mm. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Christian. She's fine. It happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Wait, you're telling me that her eyes and her mouth normally glitch out like that? Anyway, why don't we share our poems now? I'm kind of scared to talk to Natsuki now. Let's go to Yuri. Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Triple dot. Triple dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be, um, after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style that is expressed that the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. You would think after reading this one time through, I would already know what they were trying to say, and yet I still flub my words. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing that it's a simple poem, or writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the price of practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Okay, I'm scared to open it because I feel like it's going to be something very creepy. Yuri smiles dreamily as if as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This is new, isn't it? Ghost under light. The the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, that last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time and yet to be replaced. The sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, um, calm, the breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh wait, did she write this the first time? I don't remember. Triple dot. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Christian. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it after all. Um, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Dude, this is. I just realized this is serious foreshadowing. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Sayori was her last remaining place of comfort was in her house. She was unable to let go of the past. She didn't want things to change between me and her. And soon will be left with nothing. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Holy shit, the creators of this game. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. You think that. Just remember it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. You just gotta play one time through. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Is this like subtly telling me you need to keep playing the game? Okay, let's check up on Natsuki. Triple dot. Triple dot question mark? Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, triple dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Okay? And what's the point of sharing that in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing some other things. Oh, excuse me. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, it would be more comfortable sharing my poems if were really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and then make me go, ha, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Triple dot. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts and gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But this is the point. But isn't the point of poems to for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it fell fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Ugh. I don't trust her. Hi, Christian. Having a good time so far? Not really. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, your eyes stop staring into my soul. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Did you kill Sayori? Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Christian. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, Christian. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, no. It's kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. It's just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to get look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I feel that way all the time, you know. Let's see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out of this. A way out. It's right there. He's right here. Right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Brandish my pen. But he wasn't looking at me. Could that mean that we're not trying to, because when we pick words we're trying to impress the other three girls? Is that what is this what this is, like foreshadowing or something? And then the whole thing about, are there others in this room, are they talking? Could it, because Sayori is no longer here, so what if she gets the other two? And you know what I mean? I'm talking to myself. um just keep that in mind. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on um, the timing between words and lines. Oh, excuse me, I just ate dinner, so getting reflex. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Uh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had kind of epiphany recently. It's kind of it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other, maybe some because there's some sort of demon. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. So we'll just go with the flow with the game. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something on in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri um, smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Christian did too. Before she said Sayori, didn't she? So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Christian liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, well, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I. Uh, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Christian appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go all of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, oh shit. Something. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Christian started growing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Talking out of your own insecurities on. Taking all your insecurities out on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry, that's my lifestyle. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. This is stressing me out, guys. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think we need Sayori for this? You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, shit. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What what the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go in. Go on. Let Christian hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Eh. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Christian, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Triple dot. Oh, oh, fuck. I can't even save and stop at this point. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, guys. Um, I have to pick. I'm gonna roll Natsuki. Am I not allowed to pick Natsuki, or am I supposed to pick Yuri? Um, excuse me, Monica, what are you doing? Um, triple dot, triple dot. Um, hey Christian, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Uh-huh. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against the others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Triple dot. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki or did. Christian, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Triple dot. If there even is a tomorrow. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Triple dot. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Triple dot. Triple dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Christian. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really be. Well, shit. um. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm not even just gonna read the words. I'm just gonna kind of go through them. Okay. Wondering if I should end this episode now or if I should just continue. I guess I'll make this episode just a little bit longer because I really want to know what happens next. Actually, I'll go ahead and end it here, and I'll make a part right after this. Oh, I should have saved it here. Oh well. Okay, guys, well, that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and make another episode right away. So I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.